Our Kailey Tracey was at the panel in McBride Gathering Space about the effects the Charlotte protests and other national events have here on campus. Kailey's here now to tell us about the event. Thanks for joining us, Kailey.
Thanks for having me.
So let's get right into it. Tell us what was happening about tonight's event.
Sure. So at the panel that I just left, as you mentioned, there were panelists ranging from alumni to faculty and staff and students gathered in the McBride Gathering Space to listen and help figure out what do we do from here. Yes, we had the march on Friday in memory of Keith Lamont Scott, but what are steps that we do from here to combat racism in our country and on campus?
And so if we couldn't be at the panel, which we couldn't have, what would be like one takeaway that you got out of it just in the short time you were there?
Well, like we mentioned earlier, there were panelists and people from all different parts of campus. So the biggest thing everyone reiterated was that we all need to work together, no matter what our race, what our gender, anything major, we all need to work together to combat this.
That's really nice.
And so you've been covering this story from the beginning. You were at the Charlotte protests last week, and you were also at the march on Friday, the Black Student Union March. Can you tell us about that? What was it like?
Sure. Well, being down in Charlotte on Wednesday was definitely life-changing. I've never experienced anything like that. We went to a park down there, Marshall Park, and they had, originally it started off as very peaceful protests, lighting candles, music. There were a lot of signs and marching through the streets. As the night went on, it did get more violent. We luckily were not down there when shots were fired and when it did get more violent, but as you all heard and saw, there was unfortunately another fatality. And then the march on Friday, very peaceful. The whole community joined together. It was amazing to see, and I've heard from numerous people that it was amazing to see people just keep flooding out of Mosley. Flooding, all these people all across campus in a silent march, and it was just awesome to see how the campus came together for this.
Wow, that must have been incredible. Well, thank you so much, Kailey, for joining us. We appreciate it. If you want to check out more, there's always more information here on our website about tonight's panel and our continuing coverage of the Charlotte protests.